Hey there, paper geeks and glitter nerds. This is Neenah, and this is a pop-up box card. It's made with Fawn for the dies and MFT for the critters you're gonna see on the inside. The paper is from Crelando, and this is how I choose the colors for the background stuff like the presents and the couch. Yeah. So, well, this part you've seen before if you've seen just a few of my videos. I think I make this card pretty often, and I enjoy making it, but I also like the look on people's faces when they open it. It is such a fun card, for adults as well as for children, but especially for children. This one is for an adult. This part I've sped it up quite fast because it's kind of tedious if you've already seen it, but of course if you haven't, it could be useful to know how I did this, lining everything up so that the lines on this goes around the box and stuff. But let's pack the dies away and get on to the stamping. And here you see the plan for my 3 layers, so that I know everything I need to stamp, and I also hope to be able to see everything. That's quite important too. And I am using a lot of stamp sets here. This is Happy Hippos, Make Yourself at Home, Our Story, Up in the Air, and Very Special Birthday. And onto the coloring. I am not the greatest colorist out there. You should find another channel if that's what you're looking for. But if you are looking for combinations with this brand of markers, I am one of the few who actually uses them for card making. That is, I haven't found anyone else. And if this is something that really interests you, I am hoping to have a video up next week where I'm gonna try out a lot of color combinations with these markers, because I just extended my collection, and I am looking forward to trying out all the color combinations I researched before buying those that I was missing. Like I said, I picked these colors from the pattern paper: the green, the orange, the yellow, And of course this is a cake, so it needs to be cake colored. Yeah, there's not much else to say. I think, like I said, I'm not the greatest colorist, so I can't teach you much when it comes to technique. But I know people enjoy watching this, so I left it in here, even though it's gonna be pretty long. But I hope you enjoy it, otherwise you can skip ahead. See you on the other side. To make the presents stand out, I made 3 sets, and then I cut them apart so that I could use them to make higher stacks of presents, so you would notice them more. So I just have to hide the cutouts. Now, like I said earlier, if you've seen a few of my videos, you've probably seen this process before, or maybe you've seen it on some other channel. This card is quite popular, and I get why. But this is how I put it together. I use score tape on the edge and liquid glue on the inside, because I find that over time score tape have a tendency to give way, and I don't like that. I want this card to be something the recipient can take out and enjoy for years to come. And then you saw my scoreboard underneath. That is how I get the sides to line up perfectly. I think it's a brilliant way for it to be used. Also, I love it when a tool has multiple functions, and you see it here too on the flaps. I use both score tape and liquid glue, and I've become pretty happy about this solution. I know the recipient of this card, she keeps my cards and puts them out for her birthday every year, so it's very important to me that they stick for years. Now it's time to put the scene together, and I'm just sorting out everything. I was planning on some balloons, but I just couldn't fit them in there. There was so much going on. Now when I make these cards, I like to use little clothing pegs to hold things down, because I prefer the liquid glue. Like I said, I want this to hold up for years, and this is just the best way. And this is also a place where my plan comes in handy. Yeah, the back side of these are not so pretty. I was running low on paper, so I had to reuse some, but I know my friend doesn't mind too much. And there were a few places where there wasn't much space for gluing, so I just used a piece of paper to glue things together. It's the bear here, and I think also the hippo will need a piece for getting on the step. Oh yeah, and the couch, of course. Those tiny legs are not gonna hold her up. And what is a card without a sentiment? This one says Hurra, which means hooray, if you didn't guess it. And I'm gonna be bulking it up a bit. It's from a Danish company called Free Scoops, and I really like it. It's something different. The word for congratulations is also quite long, So this one fit perfectly on my box. And I do love the font, it's very nice. Now this is a card, so I need to write a message on it, and I also need to hide some money for the birthday girl. And of course I need some shimmer, because who doesn't? But I don't know why that was important right this instant. And also we're gonna need some Nuvo drops, just for decorations. And I have this nice green that fits with the theme of the orange and the green and the yellow. Yeah, for the sentiment as well, this one is a clear one, so you can see the shimmer underneath. Like I said, I needed to put some money behind this sentiment piece. So I decided I needed something bigger than the small piece you saw before. I'm gonna make it out of kraft because it fits with the theme, with the brown bears. So this piece of kraft, I'm just cutting it down to fit the back here. Of course it's gonna hide the beautiful pattern paper, but well, yeah, what to do. And I'm just decorating this piece with some lines to make an edge on it. And I've written my message, and here's the money. I'm gonna fold it up and put it behind here. And here I'm measuring out where I can put the tape, so the money doesn't slide further down the pocket and doesn't come out the sides or stick to the sides for that matter. I'm just keeping it in place with a bit of used washi tape. And with money, I don't dare use liquid glue, so it's gonna be score tape. Maybe it'll fall off in time, but at least the money is safe. And all done. And here you'll see the finished card. I do think that it turned out very nice. I do hope you will be having a good day, evening or night until I see you again next week.